evening from Wheelock Stadium on the campus of Riverside City College for tonight's SCFA matchup between the Ventura College Pirates and the Riverside City College Tigers here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Near perfect night for football and a fantastic matchup in the SCFA. Number 7 Ventura coming in with a record of 2-1 on the road to take on Riverside City College, undefeated at 3-0, the number 4 ranked team in the SCFA. Legitimately a titanic matchup here in the SCFA. However, earlier today we had number 1 versus number 2. That marquee matchup involving Mount San Antonio College and Fullerton College. And for those that follow the SCFA, it was Fullerton with an emphatic victory, 49-23. Earlier today, they stay perfect, 4-0. Number 2, Mount San Antonio College, drops from the ranks of the unbeaten back to 3-1. So an opportunity here, potentially to move up in the rankings, particularly for Riverside, who comes in at number 4, but for Ventura as well, as this would be an enormous victory if Ventura can score one on the road here and knock off Riverside. They've had their troubles with the Tigers over the last few years, but a new opportunity here for Coach Steve Mushagian and his staff as the Pirates take on the Tigers. We've had the opening coin flip, and it's Riverside winning the toss and electing to receive. Back to field the kick, Justin Fisher, Tyrone Marshall, as the Tigers will have it first. The scouting report on the Tigers, they've been incredible on the ground. A rushing offense among the very best in the SCFA, led by their 2 quarterbacks, Travis Johnson and Vic Viramontes. The 2 combined have 469 yards rushing, and of course we'll remind you, as we often do, that includes any yardage lost in sacks. So in reality, it's upwards of 500 yards on the ground through 3 weeks. So the assignment here, pretty straightforward for the Pirates first and foremost. Deal with Johnson and Viramontes, particularly Vic Viramontes, who comes in with 358 yards rushing. The approach from Garcia and the kick away. This is Marshall out to the 15, angling back to his left, past the 25, still on his feet, and finally spun down at the 28-yard line. Good return for Marshall, sets up the Tigers with good field position at the 28-yard line for the first drive tonight.
29-yard line. That's where he first gets hit. Tigers!
So it's Viramontes, the freshman, who will come out under center, figuratively speaking. Of course, Viramontes will work from the shotgun, flanked by Clifford Sims, the solo setback. And it's Viramontes on the keeper, off tackle on the left side, past the 30, cut down by Watson at the 36. But that is a 7-yard run on first down, sets up second and short. So for Viramontes, that's shorter than his average run. He's a little over 9 yards a carry on the season, but 7 yards will work. Viramontes swings it out. Sims looking for the first down marker. He's wrapped up after a minimal gain, about a yard. 3rd and 2 coming up. I asked Coach Steve Mushagian for a key stat in this game if the Pirates were to get the win, as the Tigers work quickly. Of course, overachiever that he is, he gave me more than one. But one of them was win the battle on 3rd down. Here's the first 3rd down. Viramontes hard running on the right side. He's got the first down out to the 44-yard line. So the legs of Vic Viramontes tell the story early. A couple of runs. They'll spot it at the 45, and the Tigers will go back to work. They spread it out with 4 wide receivers. Justice Murphy, Cam Sutton, Malik Holcomb, and Tenarius Aiken. Sims on the sweep, near the first down marker. He is into Pirate territory, down to the 46-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Could be the 47. No, all the way back at the 48. Nonetheless, that's a 7-yard run. Another second and short upcoming for the Tigers. They'll take this all night if they can. A lot of options on second and short offensively when you can get good yardage on the ground on first down. Viramontes ready. Sims, first down and more. Rather, this is Johnson. So Johnson
That's Josh Johnson.
replacing Sims for that run. Finds good room on the right side, inside the Pirate 40, down to the 37. Johnson will remain in the game in the backfield with Viramontes. Just underway here, opening quarter, triple header action on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Head to our YouTube channel, and you can see all three games. We have Antelope Valley in action against College of the Desert, and College of the Canyons hosting Long Beach City. Quick throw for Viramontes, complete again. First down yardage and more. Inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Tenarius Aiken with the reception. And Viramontes 2 for 2 on this opening drive. The Pirates' game plan defensively was to take their chances and dare the Tigers to beat them through the air. They haven't been quite as efficient in the passing game this season as they have over the last several years. But so far, Viramontes has been on the mark. The Tigers in the red zone. The give straight ahead. A gain of about 3. Sims returning on the carry. He picked up about 3. Second down and 7. Tigers in the red zone so far this season. 9 out of 12 scoring, 8 out of 12 touchdowns. That ranks them 5th in the Central in both categories. So they've had some struggles in the red zone so far, though we've only completed 3 weeks. Viramontes with a straight drop. Blitz coming. Viramontes has time. Double pump. Completes the pass. Murphy spun down at the 5, very near the first down marker. And they do give him the first down. So Murphy with the reception. Viramontes stays perfect on the opening drive. This started all the way back at the 28-yard line. And now the Tigers have it down to the 5-yard line. In fact, spot it just inside the 5. Sims in the deep eye. They give it to Sims over his left guard. Second effort. Sims in for the touchdown. 72 yards on the opening drive in 3.5 minutes. And the Tigers, coolly efficient, mixing up runs and passes. They work their way down the field, I should say, against the Pirates for a quick score and a 6-0 lead. Here's the approach. Garabay's extra point is through. Fast start for Riverside and an early 7-0 lead here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Sims and Daggett back deep. This is a short kick, bounces to the 20 where it's taken by the up back. So the Tigers wanting no part of the return game of the Pirates, and with good reason. The Pirates have a couple of returns for touchdowns here early. Should say early in the season. Savion Sims went for a 98-yard return last week to open the second half against Orange Coast in the 51-10 victory for Ventura College over Orange Coast last weekend. And Alvin Pacheco, had a punt return for a touchdown back in week 1. So the the Pirates, very dangerous in the return game. Duckett gets the call on 1st and 10. Tiptoes the far sideline. He's out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Well, it's a matchup of teams that have had an awful lot of success on the ground. Each team boasts the leading rusher in their conference early on in the season. Viramontes leading the way in the Central for Riverside, and Duckett the leading rusher in the North. Right back to Duckett on the left side again. Has the first down out to midfield. They'll spot it at the 48-yard line, so Duckett ripping off a couple of chunk gains on his first 2 carries. The Pirates quickly out to their own 49-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to go. We're just underway. Beautiful night for football here from Riverside, and a great matchup in the SCFA. Town back to Duckett. Slips out of a tackle at the line. Duckett with running room. First down inside the 40. Down to the 38. It's been a steady diet of Thomas Duckett. 3 carries, and the Pirates are on the move to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Penalty on the play is going to bring back the Duckett run. They'll mark it from the spot. It'll come back to Ventura territory as we introduce you to some of the key players that you'll see tonight. Of course, Jake Constantine will come in at quarterback. Ricky Town gets the start. Steve Mushagian makes use of both. Thomas Duckett getting the start at running back, but we will see Gil Scott Jackson, Marcus Chambers, Tyrese Golar. All should see some time tonight, provided that they're available. 1st down and 7 after they mark off the holding call. Duckett on the left side. This time the Tigers are waiting. Thomas manages to fall forward, maybe a yard on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Well, they're not even going to give Duckett the yard. Second and 7. Town working with 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw, double pumps. Daggett has the reception, makes a move, but slips up at the 35. That cost the Pirates a good 15 or 20 yards, maybe more, as Daggett had made a man miss, but just lost his footing. Does have the first down to the Tiger 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. The Pirate drive continues. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Town looking right. That one off the hands of Duckett. Perhaps a good thing for Duckett that he wasn't able to come up with it. Evan Telliard closing in quickly. Not sure how much room Duckett had. 2nd down and 10 for Ventura. Town looks over the defense. The blitz comes. Good protection. Steps up. Fires on the far side. Incomplete. Snelling the intended target. Couldn't quite get himself wheeled around to make the catch, and a 3rd down and 10 coming up. Uncharacteristically, the Pirates continue to struggle on 3rd down offensively this season. They're at just 31% conversions, and over the years, their offense so very efficient. And, of course, part of that efficiency is being very good on 3rd down, but they're off to somewhat of a slow start, though it's not stopping them from putting on points. They're up over 120 points on the season in 3 games. Town with a straight drop. Again, has time, guns it in and completes it. The ball squirts out late. Let's wait and see. They're going to say it's incomplete. Flowers had it for a moment. Myron Robinson had very good coverage on Flowers, and the Pirate drive stalls at the 34, and they'll play field position here and bring on Steve Sanchez to punt. There is some wind here today, and obviously 51 yards. This would be a very tough assignment for Cooper Garcia, whose long is 44. Instead, Sanchez goes to the pooch, bounces inside the 10, but into the end zone. Sims was there, but couldn't quite get his mitts on it before it crossed the goal line. So instead, the Tigers will take over. Now a very late flag comes in. Let's see where the call is going to go here.
There is a penalty flag on the field.
Keep it here just for the call. Meanwhile, introduce you to a couple of more Pirate players while we're waiting for the call. Again, some of the key wide receivers, and you'll see quite a few names. We haven't seen Brandon Jordan at the bottom just yet. But you see Daggett, Flowers, Mallory, Snelling all figure huge in the Pirate offense. Also, Savion Sims, number 16, figures to see a lot of action as he works his way into the rotation. So the penalty works against Ventura. A 15-yard penalty. Well, they're coming out to the 35. Okay. So the call is actually against Riverside. Let's correct that. 12 men on the field. The 5-yard penalty keeps it at 4th down, but now Cooper Garcia on to try what would be a season-long 46-yard attempt from the left hash. Here's the snap. Placement down. Garcia gets it away. It is long enough. And it's good. And that would have made it from another 5 yards. I don't think Steve Bushagian ever needed to punt. That one probably would have been good from 55. Garcia gets into it. And the Pirates are on the board 7-3. 9:16 remaining here in the first quarter. You're watching Ventura College Football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. The kick away. Marshall about 3 yards deep, and he's going to bring it out. Out to the 10. Makes a little move at the 15. Now has a lane. Tries to leapfrog a tackler at the 25. He's cut down at the 28.
Marshall, and he brings it out to the 27-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10.
So a 31-yard return. And the Tigers will take over at their 28-yard line. 1st down and 10. So Viramontes joined in the backfield by Josh Johnson. 3 wide receivers. Johnson cuts it to his right. He's wrapped up and pulled down after a gain of a couple. Out to the 30. Looked like Jesse Lemonaire wrapping him up on the tackle. Lemonaire and Kenny Turnier have been instrumental in a solid start for the Pirates defensively. 2 of their 3 games, they've allowed their opponents 10 points or less. They've already given up a touchdown here. Johnson on the left side, out to the 34. And a 3rd down and 4 coming up. Tigers were able to pick up a couple of 3rd downs on their opening drive as they went 72 yards to pay dirt. And they face a 3rd down and 4 here from the 38.
For the Tigers, ball's on the 34-yard line.
So Viramontes looks over the Pirate defense, has the snap, blitz coming, short drop, and the throw off the mark, looking for Aiken again. Pacheco had the coverage, and it's a quick 3 and out, and a good response by the Pirate defense to get it back for their offense, trailing 7-3 here with 8:04 remaining in the opening quarter.
Back to punt for the Tigers, number 46, John
Garibay, who handles
Ventura.
both the kicking and punting duties,
Number 2,
averaging just under 36 yards a punt on the season. And it's Pacheco waiting back at his 30-yard line. Garibay gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for. Pacheco's got it at the 28-yard line. That's a punt of 38 yards, no return. And the Pirates back on offense. They'll spot it at the 29.
29-yard line.
And we'll see
Pirates will take over. It'll be first and 10.
what the Pirates can do here, trailing by 4. Town back at the helm. Town's had a busy college career already. Originally headed to Alabama, then moved to USC before bouncing back here to Ventura. So, excellent pedigree for both quarterbacks. Big hole for Duckett. He's got the first down out past the 40 to the 42-yard line. 13-yard run for Thomas Duckett. The Pirate offensive line continues to do the job. Duckett coming off a monster game against Orange Coast, going for over 100 yards, and he didn't even get the start. Didn't appear until the second quarter. Gets the call here, and he is wrapped up behind the line. Might have spun back to the line.
Number 50 for Riverside.
Isaiah Flowers on the stop. No gain for Duckett on the play, and a 2nd and 10 coming up. Snelling and Flowers split out to the near side. Mallory solo left. Town on a designed roll. Looking right, has Snelling at the 47. He's knocked out at midfield. 8-yard catch for Kezio Snelling. And that sets up a 3rd down and 2. Talked about the Pirates having some struggles on 3rd down. And again, this is a key stat in the eyes of head coach Steve Mushagian in this matchup. Turnover is going to be key. When aren't they? And 3rd down. Offensively and defensively, the Pirates need to do the job here. Duckett running right, has the first down. Hit hard at the 44. Managed to stay on his feet before he's finally driven to the turf by a trio of Tiger tacklers. Cameron Allen in on the stop, along with B.J. Oho. Ball's at the 44-yard line. After the 4-yard run by Duckett, gives the Pirates a fresh set of downs. Blitz coming. They keep it on the ground. Duckett through another good hole. Down to the 35. Is able to slip out of a tackle before he's finally brought down at the 27. Another 17-yard run for Thomas Duckett, who's piling up the yardage here in the first quarter. Well, that's great patient running by Thomas Duckett. That was not a big hole for Duckett, but he really let that play develop on the right side. And it seems like a terribly appropriate time to take a quick look at the offensive line.
Timeout on the field.
As a timeout taken. And you see the offensive line for Ventura. They're loaded again. And they have done a great job in the running game, but also protecting the quarterbacks as well. Well, it was a bit of a shaky start for the Pirates. But a nice response after giving up the opening touchdown. To get the field goal, and now they're on the move again, potentially looking for the lead. Town guns it out to Daggett, but he's hit immediately for a loss on the play. Robinson quickly on top of Tony Daggett, a 2-yard loss. Brings it back to 2nd down and 12. Pirates shuffle in some new receivers on 2nd and 12. Gil Scott Jackson in the game in the backfield as well. Town over the middle, behind his man, and it's nearly intercepted. Devonair Crenshaw had the coverage. Javon Figueroa in the area as well, and that one was batted up but falls harmlessly to the turf for Ventura. But it's a 3rd and 12 now from the 29-yard line. And let's see how Riverside elects to proceed on 3rd and long. 3 down linemen, Charles showing blitz on the right side. Here they come. Town steps up, nobody home. Threw it behind his intended target, Kendrick Mallory. And they weren't on the same page. And it's a 46-yard field goal attempt for Cooper Garcia. One would think Garcia just attempted a field goal of exactly this length on their last possession to this end of the field. This one will also come just inside the left hash. Garcia ready. Here's the snap, placement down, it's away again. Garcia's kick is good. Garcia puts it through.
In the first quarter, the Riverside City College Tigers 7.
Back-to-back field goals. The Pirates are almost all the way back after trailing at 7-0. The score now 7-6. 5:14 remaining in the opening quarter. You are watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Marshall and Fisher back deep. Back-to-back scoring drives for Ventura, but both times it's been a 3. So they still trail it by 1, 7-6. Here with 5:14 remaining in the opening quarter. Line drive kick from Garcia bounces into the end zone where it'll be a touchback. Nice job by Garcia. Well, not often that I get to talk about a player of the game being a kicker, but in the first quarter so far, how could it not be Cooper Garcia? A pair of 46-yard field goals does the job there on the kickoff, getting the touchback.
Tigers at the 25-yard line.
Riverside will take over at the 25. And let's remind everybody again, triple header action on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Of course, we have this fantastic matchup, Riverside and Ventura, but also Canyons hosting Long Beach City College from College of the Canyons. We have that game for you right now as well. Viramontes on the fake, trying to get the corner, and he's tripped up at about the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
That is a great job. Bradley Taylor tracking down Viramontes. It is a pickup of about 7 yards on the play, but it could have been more. Our other game going on right now, Antelope Valley College hosting College of the Desert. Viramontes wide open, Holcomb has the reception into Ventura territory at the 48-yard line. That is a terrific pass from Viramontes. He's 4 for 4 so far tonight. The Pirate plan defensively was to dare Riverside to beat them through the air, and right now Viramontes is doing just that. Can he keep it up? Receivers left and right for Viramontes at the 48. Good protection. Viramontes looking deep this time. Wants Justice Murphy, and he's got Justice Murphy.
That's number 1, Justin Murphy with the reception.
Down to the 13-yard line.
First down, Tigers.
We will see if we can get the replay on that.
$35-yard completion.
And here you see the tail end of it. What a strike there, looking for Murphy, who stretches out to make the catch. Meanwhile, the first down carry going nowhere. A loss on the play of a couple of yards. Back to the 15-yard line. It's 2nd down and 12. So Viramontes working on 2nd down and 12 with Johnson in the backfield. Looking left, pop flies for the corner, and it's just overthrown. He was looking for Xavier Crawford, who had checked in, running a little fade route. First incompletion tonight for Vic Viramontes. 3rd down and 12 from the 15. Ventura needs to come up with a stop here. Tyrone Marshall checking into the game. Murphy along with Holcomb on the near side. Holcomb the leading receiver for Riverside on the season so far. Here comes the all-out blitz. Viramontes off the back foot. Holcomb tiptoes the end line, and he's got it. Touchdown, Malik Holcomb.
Complete to number 4, Malik Holcomb, for a Tiger touchdown. Yard completion.
Quick look at the replay. And again, Viramontes, this is just a terrific throw. Holcomb angling toward the back end line and the sideline, able to get his feet down. What a job. Here's the extra point from Garibay. Up and good. The Pirates, or I should say the Tigers, widen the lead once again. Now back to an 8-point lead at 14-6. Still 3:27 remaining here in the opening quarter. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Sims and Daggett waiting back deep. Here's the approach from Garibay. High kick. Sims about 4 yards deep, and he will elect to down it. And now the Pirates will take over from their own 25 with 3:27 remaining here in the opening quarter. Well, the story early. Touchdowns versus field goals. Both teams with a pair of scoring drives. But it's been a pair of field goals for Ventura for 6 points. And the Tigers able to punch it in twice for 6, and they lead it 14-6. Duckett solo in the backfield. Gets the handoff, sweeping to the near side. He's popped at about the 30, a flag coming in the secondary on the play. It's been a pretty clean first quarter. Not a whole lot of flags. That's a 5-yard run for Duckett, but let's wait and see the resolution on the flag. The holding call on Kezio Snelling. We'll back things up to the 20, where it'll be 1st and 15. Pirates overload the far side as they work it from left to right here in the first quarter. Town. The handoff straight ahead and a pickup of about 3 yards. Duckett on the carry. Telliard in on the stop, getting a little bit of help from Paula Fakatoka. 2nd down and 12. Keep an eye on Mallory, this leading receiver for the Pirates. Solo to the right at the bottom of your screen. here on 2nd and 12. Straight drop for Town. Pocket collapsing. He's hit and sacked. Back inside the 16-yard line.
On the stop there, number 55 for Riverside.
Aiulo Pateope with the sack. Misiano Aiulo Pateope really leading the way for this defense on that defensive line. And there he's able to get in for the sack and set up a 3rd down and 18 from the 17. Blitz coming. Short throw. Mallory with the reception at the 25. He is wrapped up there. They'll give him about the 28-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain on 3rd and 18, and it will bring on the punting unit for Ventura. Here comes a very late flag. Well, I had to open my mouth and talk about the pretty clean first quarter. Let's see what the call is. As Mallory came up short on 3rd and very long. So they're still discussing, and now we'll get the call.
After the play, personal foul, offense, number 6.
This is going to be a personal foul on Kendrick Mallory, so a loss of field position here for the Pirates. Already set to punt, but now they'll do so from deep in their own territory as they'll walk it off back to the 14-yard line, and Sanchez will be punting from about his own goal line. For Riverside, Tenarius Aiken. I should correct that, and I believe it's Tenarius Achan as I'm reading it. Apologies, of course. It's always a little bit of a guessing game on the pronunciation. This is Achan from the 49. Gets a block. He's at the 40. Achan cuts back at the 30. Still on his feet. Finally wrapped up. Flags down. It's a 26-yard return for Achan.
That's number 9, Justin Fisher.
I thought I saw a flag. And there is one on the near side, back near midfield. And that block was certainly very close. Let's see if maybe that was an illegal block, and it was. That is the block, undoubtedly, that sprung Achan. So they'll mark it off from the Ventura 49. And instead, Riverside will take over at their own 41-yard line, still with very good field position, but not quite as good. So that is some welcome room for the Pirate defense. They've had their struggles so far here in the first quarter with this Tiger offense. You see Riverside with the early lead. Dual setbacks now on 1st and 10. Now they'll go down to 1 and spread things out. Marshall on the quick pitch, wrapped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Lemonaire coming off his defensive end spot. This is a big loss on the play. Back to the 34-yard line, a 7-yard loss. Great job by Lemonaire reading that play from the outset, and a 2nd down and 17 coming up. Viramontes looking to the near side for the play as we slip under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Viramontes with receivers left and right. Straight drop, good protection again. Bombs it on the near side, looking for Murphy. Incomplete this time. Jalen Watson all over him with outstanding coverage. 2nd down, or I should say 3rd down, and 17 coming up. Well, so far it's a terrific response by the Pirate defense. Well on their way to getting off the field with a quick 3 and out. 4 wide receivers on 3rd and forever. Viramontes steps up, 4-man rush. Pocket starting to collapse. Viramontes able to ward off a defender. He's going to tuck it and run. He'll get back to about the original line of scrimmage. Ran for about 8 yards, wrapped up well short of first down yardage. It will be a 3 and out. And we'll see the Tiger punting unit. Tigers have the football at their own 42, down to 14 seconds. They don't have to run this play, I don't believe, before the end of the quarter. So let's see if they elect to. Pacheco heading back inside his 30-yard line, awaiting the punt from Garibay. And instead, they do just get it off. So this will be the final play of the first quarter. Short kick. Pacheco moving up, has the fair catch at the 29-yard line. That's a kick of just 29 yards. No return. The Pirates will have the football when we come back for the second quarter. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Pirates will have it at their own 30-yard line to start the second quarter, trailing at 14-6. Duckett straight ahead for a gain of about 3. Well, Duckett had a big first quarter. Several good runs, but they came primarily on the first couple of drives. I get the feeling that the Tigers are starting to adjust somewhat
33-yard line
to the Pirate running game. Let's see if the Pirates can get something going through the air, balance things out a little bit against a very tough Riverside defense. Duckett in motion. Jackson running right, cuts it back, lowers the shoulder, and a gain of about a yard or two. Not a whole lot of room there for Gil Scott Jackson. Third down and a long 5 coming up.
and 5 for the Pirates.
Duckett remaining in the game. Three down linemen for the Tigers on 3rd and 5. Straight drop for Town, looking left, pumping, throws it over the middle, has the completion for a first down. Here comes a flag very late in the offensive backfield. Flowers with the catch. For the moment, had the first down out to the Riverside 45-yard line, a 10-yard catch. And indeed, a personal foul roughing the passer is going to tack on 15 more. So that makes it a 25-yard gain on 3rd down and moves the Pirates all the way to the Riverside 40, where they'll have it 1st and 10. Mallory solo to the right. Meanwhile, Bryce Barnes checking into the game at wide receiver. Blitz coming, Duckett looking for a little lane. He's got one. Accelerates past the 30, and he's cut down near the 25-yard line. That's another great job of very patient running from Thomas Duckett. Just letting that play develop in front of him. It was similar to a play in the first quarter that it also was a large gain. That one takes it down to the 25, 15-yard run. Boy, the more you see from Thomas Duckett, the more impressed you have to be. Pirates overloading the near side here on 1st and 10. Another blitz coming. They'll keep it on the ground again. Duckett shedding tacklers, and he's brought down after a gain of about 3. Devin Charles, the leading tackler for Riverside, has the stop.
2nd down and 7.
I see the Pirates really trying to establish their own running game here tonight. Both these teams among the very top in the SCFA in terms of rushing yardage here early in 2017. Thompson in motion. Town fakes, rolling to his right. He's under pressure, guns it on the far sideline, and it's incomplete. Just overshot his man.
Now it's incomplete, out of bounds. Bring up a 3rd and 7. Ball's on the Riverside 22-yard line.
I believe that was Savion Sims was the intended target on that play, and Town just leading him a little too much toward that far sideline, and instead now it's 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down for the Pirates. Can't continue to trade touchdowns for field goals as they've done so far here. Trailing by 8, 14-6. 3 wide receivers again to the far side. Blitz coming. Straight drop for Town. Good protection. Town bouncing. Throws it over the middle, and it's knocked away incomplete. Boy, that is outstanding coverage.
On the coverage for Riverside, number 17. That's
Eric Wilson.
Bring up a 4th and 7.
Had outstanding coverage on Flowers, and a 4th and 7 now from the 22, and here comes the field goal unit. Cooper Garcia, who's already converted 2 for Ventura. He'll try here from 39 yards. Wilson was the hero last week for those, of course, that follow Riverside. They're no doubt aware that Riverside, with a very impressive win at Bakersfield, 28-26, but it was the Renegades that were driving in the final minute with the ball in the Riverside red zone. But a pass intercepted by Wilson in the final minute. Garcia's kick just wide right. So Garcia misfires from 39. And the Pirates come up empty after a good drive stalls in Riverside territory. Just to finish the point, Wilson made the interception in the final minute to preserve the victory. It was a little eerily similar of Red Right 88 there, Art, back in 1980, Browns. Of course, we didn't have the minus 40-degree wind chill there in Bakersfield, but otherwise, very similar, I had the feeling. But Bakersfield in position, potentially, to win it with a field goal, trailing by 2, but one more throw into the end zone, and Wilson was there to preserve the undefeated record for Riverside as they come in 3-0. Viramontes on the fake, running right, bounces off tacklers. He's still going, out past the 35, and he stepped out at the 36-yard line. 14-yard run for Vic Viramontes.
36-yard line, 1st down, Tigers.
So Viramontes starting to get his yardage, and you can see where those gaudy rushing numbers are coming from. He's a load to handle. And the Pirates are just trying to wrap him up and bring him down, and that is a stern challenge in and of itself. 2nd down, or I should say 1st and 10. This one gunned out and complete. Achan brought down after a gain of about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain on 1st down, and that has really been a key for the Tigers early in this game. A lot of 2nd and shorts. They're doing a great job on 1st down, giving themselves 2nd and short where they can do so much offensively. On the ground, Sims hit immediately. A loss on the play. Tried that right side of that defensive line, and that's where Kenny Turnier lives. Turnier waiting for him. Wraps him up. A loss on the play. Sets up 3rd down and 8. Viramontes with a straight drop. Blitz coming. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got the 1st down. Viramontes tries to leapfrog a tackler, but he's brought down at the 49. Looked like Watson able to just get a hand in there and trip him up. But the 9-yard run moves the chains. Fresh set of downs for Riverside at the 49-yard line. What a luxury when you have a quarterback that's so effective running the football. They're able to spread it out, and Viramontes able to just find a lane, pick up that 1st down on 3rd and 6. Straight ahead on the run, a gain of about 4.
And also number 26 on the carry.
That was Josh Allen getting his first carry tonight. and picking up 4 yards. Second down and 6. Receivers left and right for Viramontes. Straight drop, looking right, guns it in the flat, completes the pass to Marshall. He slips out of a tackle. He's down to the 30 before he's finally knocked out at the 21-yard line. A 26-yard run. Viramontes finding Marshall, and then Marshall does the rest. About 16 to 20 yards of rack for Tyrone Marshall. As he gets all the way down to the 21, they'll go back to Allen straight ahead and a gain of about a yard.
Ball taken there by number 20.
So Josh Allen, the freshman, out of Portland, Oregon. Second down and 9. 9:30. Remaining here in the second quarter. Viramontes looking right, lobs it into the end zone. Marshall couldn't quite bring it in. He was open for a moment. Very good coverage by Dominic Benson to recover and just break that one up after Marshall had gained a step. So a third down and 8 from the 19-yard line for Riverside. If you're thinking about the field goal potentially for Garibay, he's just 1 for 1 on the season so far. A conversion from 28 yards. This would be about 36 yards. Viramontes looking right, wide open. Achan cutting back to his left, inside the 5, in for a touchdown. 19 yards. Viramontes to Achan. Second touchdown pass of the opening half for Viramontes. And the score is now 20-6. Well, what can you say? This has just been a very impressive offensive performance for Riverside here in this first half, especially Vic Viramontes doing it with his feet as advertised, but also a sensational first half so far, throwing the football, including a couple of touchdown passes, flags on the extra point. The kick was good. Might have been a little contact after the kick. So we'll see if perhaps this is assessed on the kickoff. 21-6. Riverside with the lead, but still a lot of time. 9:01 remaining here in the first half.
Personal foul. Leaping. Number 6 on the defense.
So a personal foul against Ventura, and indeed they'll assess that rather on the kickoff, with the score now 21-6. Well, you think to some of the keys for Ventura in this matchup, obviously chief among them turnovers. The Pirates are even on turnovers on the season, but 6 of their 7 turnovers on the season happened in the loss to Mount San Antonio College. In the other 2 games combined, where they won by a combined score of 95-16, they had just 1 turnover. So obviously, taking care of the football, especially against a tough opponent, was going to be absolutely critical, and so far Ventura's done that. But what can you do about 3 lengthy scoring drives for Riverside? The key right now has been the Tiger offense has just been a little too good. This one booted through the back of the end zone. And the Pirates will take over at the 25-yard line with 9:01 remaining here in the first half.
25-yard line. That's where it'll be first and 10. Ventura.
Still Ricky Town. Haven't seen Jake Constantine today. for Ventura. They'll stack receivers on the far side. 1st and 10. Duckett running left through a little hole. He's out past the 30. Brought down at the 33-yard line. An 8-yard run on 1st down brings up 2nd down and 2.
Ball taken by number 3.
Stick around at halftime. We're going to give you a shot of the Riverside Marching Band. It's homecoming here at Riverside City College here this week. It's going to be an outstanding show. We'll try to have the audio up for you and a shot of the field. And the band is just outstanding. I've seen them a number of times in our trips here. And so we'll have that show for you in its entirety. Duckett up the middle, another good hold. He's brought down past the 40 at the 43-yard line. 10 more yards for Thomas Duckett. He has been a definite bright spot. Call it 11 yards to the 44 for the Pirates.
11 yards on the carry.
But it's been Duckett and little else for Ventura offensively so far. They'll overload the far side, all 3 wide receivers to the right. Duckett cutting back to his right, dances his way forward. He's out toward midfield. In fact, he's got the 50. A 6-yard run brings up 2nd down and 4.
Bring up a 2nd and 4 for Ventura.
So another good, solid gain on 1st down, and now it's the Pirates setting up these 2nd down and shorts. Again, where it's major advantage offense. Thompson in the backfield with Duckett. Pirates going a little bit bigger on this drive with Jared Thompson. They'll send him in motion. Keep it on the ground. Play fake, rather. Good play fake. Daggett, leaping attempt. He's got the catch inside the 25. Down to the 23. Let's see if we can quickly get the replay.
Ventura by number 2. As Tony Daggett 1st down. Pirates. 27
Quick
yards.
look here.
Completion for 1st down.
What a great play fake, but what a sensational individual effort from Daggett. And now back to live action. Duckett on the carry, sweeping to the near side, inside the 20, down to the 18. A 4-yard run sets up 2nd down and 6. I'm not sure, but if memory serves, this may be the first trip into the red zone for Ventura tonight. They've had 3 pretty solid drives, but all of them have stalled just outside the red zone, and we've seen 3 field goal attempts from Cooper Garcia, and he's hit 2 of them. So I believe this is the first trip into the red zone at the 17-yard line, 2nd down and 4. Duckett shuffles to Towns' left. They're really starting to crowd the line. Duckett straight ahead, spins forward, maybe got a yard. Well, you can see that adjustment slowly but surely coming about from the Tigers. They are starting to crowd the line, anticipating more Thomas Duckett. 3rd down and 3. When might the Pirates be able to set him up for the play action? We saw it be successful a couple of plays ago, granted on a great individual effort from Tony Daggett. Here's a 3rd and 3. Town has the snap. Big hold, Duckett. He's going to go in for the touchdown.
Number 3, Thomas Duckett.
16 yards for Duckett. Get the replay ready as Garcia readies the extra point. What a job by the left side of that offensive line. That is a massive hole. Meanwhile, the extra point from Garcia is up and good.
The Riverside City College Tigers 21. The Ventura Pirates.
So the Pirates
13.
find their first touchdown of the night here with 5:45 remaining in the first half. They're back within 1 score at 21-13. You're watching Ventura College football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Garcia's got it teed up. 5:45 to go here in the first half. Fisher and Marshall back deep for the Tigers. Here's the approach. High kick. Marshall from the 6. He's out to the 20. 25. Makes a little move at the 30. Hit there. Falls forward to the 34. So Marshall with a 28-yard return. Riverside will take over with solid field position at their 34-yard line. Well, so far tonight, every time Riverside has needed an answer, they've had one. Let's see if the Pirate defense can get off the field here and give that offense a chance to cut into this deficit a little bit more. Viramontes gives it straight ahead. Johnson spinning his way forward. Still pushing the pile. They'll give him a couple of yards. Again, they try the right side of that defensive line. A little pushing and shoving as they get up, but no flags. Turnier, Lemonaire on the right side of that defensive line, and that's where the strength is for the Pirates, but the Tigers going right after them. Second down. They're only going to give them about a yard, so a 2nd and 9. Johnson remains in the backfield. Viramontes has been sensational here in the first half for Riverside. He's got receivers left and right. Straight drop. Good protection again. Double pump. Flags on the play. He was looking for Cam Turner. But this is going to be coming back anyway.
Offense number 69.
Holding.
10-yard penalty.
They'll mark off the 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 18. Viramontes looking for Cam Sutton, I should say. And that pass well off the mark, but no matter, as the Pirates will take the yardage, bring it back to 2nd down and 18. That's a tough call, 2nd and 18, 3rd and 8. But Steve Mushagian wants the yardage. 2nd down, 18 from the 26-yard line. Viramontes has the snap. Blitz coming. Viramontes steps up, guns it over the middle. Overshot his man. He was looking for Holcomb.
Batted down is incomplete. Got to bring up a 3rd and 18.
And it's a good thing
for the Tigers
that Viramontes had a little too much mustard on that throw, because Bradley Taylor was settling back into zone coverage, and he was right in that passing lane. And he made a leaping attempt, but not quite enough vertical to come down with it. But if Viramontes delivers a strike there, that ball's heading right into the hands of Bradley Taylor. 3rd down and 18 from the 26. Pirates trying to force the 3 and out. 4-man rush. Viramontes on a quarterback draw. Lemonaire able to hit him after a modest gain on the play. Great job by the Pirates, and that's good scouting. Viramontes very dangerous running the field. There is a flag down on the play, but you could see the Pirate defensive line reacting to that play, anticipating the possibility that Viramontes would look for a running lane on 3rd and forever. They bring him down after a gain of just 5 yards. Well, let's see what the call is. They're going to pick up the flag. So 4th down and 13. Here comes Garibay and the punting unit. And the Pirates with an opportunity here. They trail it by 8, but they're getting it back. After a great response from the Ventura defense, a quick 3 and out. It's been feast or famine for Ventura defensively. They've given up 3 long scoring drives that have all resulted in touchdowns, but they've also had a couple of quick 3 and outs. And they've done a pretty good job, especially against that Riverside running game that's been so effective in the first 3 weeks. The Tigers have really built this lead on an unlikely explosion from their passing game. Long kick from Garibay back inside the Ventura 20-yard line. That is a kick of 56 yards. That's easily a long for Garibay on the season as he reverses the field. And Ventura, who looked as though they might end up with pretty solid field position, will instead start inside their own 20-yard line at the 18-yard line. Well, big plays so often come on special teams. And that one might not show up when you first think of the big plays here in the highlight reel for this one. But that's a big play right there from Garibay. The Pirates now have to go 82 yards. If they want a touchdown, they've got plenty of time, 4:13, but a long way to go. Duckett picking his way forward. He's out past the 25, near the first down marker, and it looks like he's got it. 11-yard run from Thomas Duckett. We'll have stats at the half. We had hoped to have live stats, but that is still in the works here, I believe, at Riverside. But Duckett is without a doubt creeping toward the century mark if he's not over it already. This has been a sensational performance. Again, trips right. That throw just in front of Mallory. Terrell Gillette
Kendrick Mallory incomplete.
had the coverage. Eric Wilson also in the area, second down and 10. That's tough for Kendrick Mallory running over the middle there, and that ball just out in front. And not easy to reach out and go for that football. Sims in motion. Counter play to Duckett, looking for the corner on the left side. Flags on the play. B.J. Ojo bringing down Duckett after a modest gain on the play. It was about 3 yards, but this came from the backfield, and you might see holding here. Both teams with all 3 timeouts.
Offense, number 7.
So a lot of time remaining, and
Third down.
as now Ventura faces a second very long, you start to think that Riverside might see the ball one more time and have an opportunity. Well, let's wait and see here. Listen, this couldn't be more appropriate. I was just talking about the second and long versus the third and medium long. And this time, Coach Tom Kraft elects to not take the penalty, and instead, he'll take the down. So a 3rd down and 7. I feel vindicated, Art. I'm basking in the glow. Sims in motion again. Blitz coming. Town with time. Rainbows the near side. Mallory leaps. Has the catch, but he's out of bounds. What a great job by Mallory. I asked about Kendrick Mallory, who had a sensational freshman year for this Ventura team last season. Here comes a very late flag, and you wonder if maybe something was said after the play. This was well after the play. But talked about what makes Mallory so good. And Coach Steve Muscheggi was very quick to say it's his ability to go get 50-50 balls that is really impressive about him as a wide receiver, among other things, as he certainly looks forward to a D1 career continuing. And there was a good example of it, as Mallory went up in tight coverage, came down with the football, but could not get his feet down, unfortunately for Ventura. And right now it stands at 4th down, but we have a flag after the play. What's the call going to be here? So the official powwow almost over.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 4 of the offense.
It's unsportsmanlike against Sam Flowers, and again, that was well after the play, and it looked to me like Flowers and Mallory were both pleading their case on the catch. And something caught the eye of the official, I believe, because I didn't see something between the players between Ventura and Riverside. And I think just a little strenuous argument, I think, from Ventura. And the 15 yards marked off, and that could be important as Sanchez now will line up inside his 5-yard line to kick this one away. 3:08 remaining here in the first half, and all 3 timeouts for Riverside. So plenty of time for Vic Viramontes and company to try and put something together here late. High kick from Sanchez. Short. Ashan steps up, makes the catch at the 48. It's a 30-yard kick. 31. They'll spot it at the 49. Well, hold everything. They spot it at the 49. Either way, Riverside with the football just in Ventura territory. They'll have it at the 48-yard line of Ventura after a 30-yard punt from Sanchez. Exactly 3 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder at the half, we'll have the halftime show here. The Riverside Marching Band. Should be a good show. Viramontes fakes on the keeper. Cut down after a gain of about 5 yards. Bryce Barnes coming up to make the stop. A gain of about 4. Second down and 6. Viramontes with receivers left and right. The snap. Viramontes with the keeper once again. Tries to pick his way forward. He's tripped up at the 40. See another adjustment by the Pirates. Not so much an adjustment, a little bit of scouting. An awful lot of attempts to go low on the tackles with Viramontes. They don't want to try and wrap him up around the shoulders, and with good reason. 6'1", 230 is Vic Viramontes, the freshman out of Norco. 3rd down and 2 at the Ventura 40. Massive play here for both teams in an 8-point game with 2 minutes to go. Viramontes tries to sneak this one from under center, and he is nowhere close. Really didn't gain an inch on the play. Interesting situation here for Tom Kraft and the Riverside coaching staff. 4th and 2 from the 40. You'd be tempted to go for it, try and keep this drive alive and maybe extend on the lead, but failure here would certainly set up the Pirates with all 3 of their timeouts with a very short field. Do you play it conservative, or do you put the trust in your offense? And it looks like Viramontes and company are going to stay on the field on 4th and 2. Viramontes with the hard count. The flags come in. Could be a free play. Flicks it outside. Walker has it. Tries to pick his way forward. He breaks the tackle. He's got the first down. He's inside the 30, down to the 25 before he's finally forced out of bounds. Well, the result of the play will be a 15-yard gain as Viramontes alertly flicks it to Malik Walker. There is a flag on the play, but I believe this was movement on the right side of that Ventura defensive line. That was the first play for Malik Walker as well, as he makes his first appearance. 4 running backs here in this first half. So the offsides call against Ventura will be declined, and instead Riverside will take the result of the play. 1:13 remaining here in the first half, but Riverside does have all 3 timeouts. If you're Ventura, you can ill afford to give up a touchdown here. They have a little bit of momentum having scored the last touchdown, but they don't want to give it away heading into the locker room. They crowd the line. Here they come on the blitz. Viramontes with time. Rolls away from pressure. Into the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Cam Sutton.
Pass is complete to number 7. That's Cam Sutton for a Tiger touchdown.
Back this one up a little bit, see if we can get the play for you. See, rolling away from pressure will catch just the tail end, and that's all about Viramontes keeping that play alive after initial good protection.
The kick is up. The kick is good.
But then he is able to extend the play and find Cam Sutton for his 3rd touchdown pass of the first half. And with 1:03 remaining in the opening half, Riverside steps back out to a 15-point lead at 28-13. That is a heartbreaker if you're a Ventura fan. Able to get a measure of momentum with the long touchdown drive, then a quick 3 and out, and they get the ball back. But the drive stalls. And then a 4th down conversion for Riverside at their own 40. Keeps the drive alive. And Viramontes to Sutton for the rest. And Riverside now back out in front, 28-13. 1:03 remaining here in the first half. The Pirates do have all 3 timeouts. So enough time here. Boy, a big return would come in handy if you're Ventura right about now. Garibay has it teed up. Sims, Daggett, back deep. Line drive kick from Garibay into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Pirates will have to go 75 yards. Keep in mind, everybody, one of 3 games here on SoCal College Sports. We got webcasts all over the place for you. College of the Canyons hosting Long Beach City College. Antelope Valley College hosting College of the Desert. 3 solid matchups here tonight in a triple header coverage. And you can check them all out at our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. That'll bring you to our channel where all 3 games can be found, or on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Town flicks it outside, Duckett on the screen. A gain of about 4. Clock continues to move down to 52 seconds. Town working quickly. Pirates at this point electing to keep all 3 timeouts. Town looking left. Nowhere to go. Rolls right. Pressure coming. Town still alive. Throws it on the far side. It's dropped.
His scramble was incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for Ventura.
Looked like he was looking for Niquise Caldwell. And Caldwell unable to find the handle, and it's 3rd down and 7. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Pirates with a long way to go on the field, if not the scoreboard, where they trail it by 15, 28-13. Town on a designed roll, under pressure. Too high for Mallory. He got one hand on it, but couldn't bring it down. It's a quick 3 and out for Ventura. 25 seconds remaining. Riverside, for their part, does have all 3 timeouts remaining. Here comes Steve Sanchez.
Number 39, Steve Sanchez, the punter for Ventura.
Good snap to Sanchez. High kick. Fair catch signaled for, and now it'll just drop. And it looked like it hit a Riverside player, but the Tigers were able to jump on it, I believe, and they did. So near disaster here late in the first half, and now with 13 seconds remaining, you'd expect that the Tigers are probably going to be content to just run this one out and head to the locker room with a lead of 15 points.
Ball spotted on the 36-yard line. That's where the Riverside City College Tigers will take over. It'll be 1st and 10.
Big plays in the passing game have really keyed things for the Tigers. The Pirates have done their homework, and not too bad against the running game. It'll be interesting to see the rushing numbers in the first half. Both teams have really committed to the ground game. But it's been the big plays throwing the football that have really spelled the difference. Final play of the first half, and a gain of about 5 yards will take us to the locker room. Quincy Wimbish on the carry, and that'll do it. We're through 30 minutes, 28-13. Riverside heading to the locker room with the lead. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com.
gentlemen, your RCC cheerleaders and Rally Cat dancers. They are under the direction of Rochelle Fawcett with coaches Shauna Saylor and Erica Go. You can cheer along with the RCC cheer squad. Register at rccathletics.com for the Tiger Cubs Spirit Extravaganza, October 14th. And now, for your halftime entertainment, we are pleased to present one of the truly elite college marching bands in the country. They have performed all over Europe, Canada, Japan, Australia, and throughout the United States, and have appeared in virtually every major pageantry event, including the Bands of America Grand National Championships, Tournament of Roses Parade, New Year's Day parades in London, Rome, and Paris, and next fall will make their third appearance at the 2018 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They have also entertained at Disney theme parks in Anaheim, Orlando, Tokyo, and Paris. Often referred to as Hollywood's band, you've seen this band in nearly 30 television shows like The Office, Parks and Recreation, and Glee, as well as more than 20 major motion pictures, including the American Pie films, Austin Powers, and Princess Diaries 2. They've also been featured in numerous music videos with artists such as Travis Barker, System of a Down, and even Weird Al. The Associated Students and the Department of Performing Arts proudly present the official band of the city of Riverside. Please welcome the RCC Marching Tigers. Tonight they'll perform the first half of their 2017 production entitled River City Land, beginning with the song Another Day of Sun from the Academy Award-winning film La La Land, featuring flute soloist Alex Bautista. Then they'll jump coast with Billy Joel's New York State of Mind, featuring vocalist Kim Lovett, clarinet soloist Manny Gonzalez, and trumpet soloist Matt Chiatella.
Test.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of drum majors Tom Jenkins, Anthony Martinez, and Johnny Strebe, here are the RCC Marching Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, the RCC Marching Tigers.
Good evening and welcome to Homecoming 2017. On behalf of the Associated Students of Riverside Community College District, I would like to welcome you to Homecoming 2017. The homecoming candidates you are about to meet have been through a week of hard work and fun, but some of these activities they participated in include interviews, speeches, scavenger hunts, optional courses, and much more. To begin our coronation, we would like to welcome back our 2016 homecoming team, Carrie Lesteria from Riverside City College, and Arnold Sanchez and Esli Lopez from Moreno Valley College. Tonight we'll be crowning our 2017 homecoming king and queen from both Riverside City College and Moreno Valley. Here are your candidates from Moreno Valley College. For homecoming queen, Kim Hancock, Sequoia Matthews, Bailey Santos, and Amy Wilkins. The homecoming king candidates, Armando Diaz, Victor Enriquez, and Rigoberto Mendoza. From Riverside City College, your homecoming queen candidates, Indra Torres, Barbie Espino, Karen Arista, and the homecoming king candidates, Oscar Pisano and John Mendoza. And now for the crowning of your homecoming king and queen. Your Moreno Valley homecoming king is Victor Enriquez. Your Moreno Valley homecoming queen is Amy Wilkins. For Riverside City College, your homecoming prince is John Mendoza. And your homecoming princess is Indra Torres. And now, your Riverside City College homecoming king, Oscar Pisano. Your homecoming queen, Barbie Espino. Congratulations to all of our candidates and our homecoming kings and queens. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your RCC homecoming court. RCC cheerleaders, Rally Cat dancers, and RCC marching tigers.
Marching Tigers' next performance is Saturday, September 30th at Redlands High School. You can also catch the Marching Tigers and RCC cheerleaders alongside stars Emma Stone and Steve Carell in the true story film Battle of the Sexes in theaters now.
Tiger fans, if you are not already, be sure to follow RCC Athletics on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stay up to date all things Tiger Athletics. Search RCC Athletics on all social media outlets. Use the hashtag #FearTheRoar and become eligible for giveaways, prizes, and much, much more. That's at RCC Athletics. Hungry after showing off the Tiger products? Stop by Chick-fil-A on Day Street, located off the 60 freeway, for refreshing lemonade and hearty Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Chick-fil-A, a proud sponsor of RCC Athletics. Don't forget, fans, we got some great apparel being sold. Fans, be sure to stop by the apparel stand located at the entrance of the field and purchase your Riverside City College swag for the season. The bookstore will be selling the items at a limited time, so take advantage of these awesome deals. Apparel sale right by the front gate.
Moments away from the start of the third quarter, 28-13, Riverside on top of Ventura through 30 minutes. Talked about the key to this first half being the passing game of Riverside. There was going to be a dare on Ventura's part to make them throw the ball, to make them beat them through the air. And Vic Viramontes, 10 of 15, 188 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in the first half. The 3 touchdown passes coming to 3 different receivers. He's done a great job spreading the ball around. Has chipped in with 65 yards on the ground. So Viramontes, as advertised, and he is terrorizing Ventura here in the first half to the tune of a 15-point lead. How about Thomas Duckett? He speculated that he was over 100 yards in the first half. Well, I'll say 22 carries, 163 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. Unfortunately, it's been Duckett and little else for Ventura. Beyond Duckett, Ricky Town, 6 of 16 in the first half, 77 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. In fact, neither team with a turnover in the first half. And you would think that was something that would favor the Pirates in this matchup. It's something that they needed to be the case, and thus far it's been the case. But Riverside has done such a good job moving the football, particularly through the air, that has really been the difference. We are underway in the third quarter. This one squibbed to Daggett. He's out to the 15, tripped up near the 20-yard line. Snelling actually on the return, replacing Daggett. So Snelling takes it out to the 20. Ventura will have it first here in the third quarter. And they need a score right away to seize the momentum back. They had gotten within 8 points at 21-13, but Riverside able to force a punt and then a scoring drive late in that first half to take the 15-point lead. Gil Scott Jackson in the backfield. Town still at the controls. Jackson running hard over his right guard, dragging tacklers. He's out to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it is Jake Constantine taking over in the third quarter. I don't know if this was by design or rather a feeling on the coaching staff's part on Ventura that they need to make a change here, trailing by 15, but it is Constantine getting the call here. Jackson with the carry, swerves his way forward for about 5 yards out to the 34-yard line. So Jackson able to move the chains immediately. And we'll see if Constantine can pick up the Pirate offense. Not that the Pirate offense has been terrible by any stretch of the imagination. 3 scoring drives in the first half. They have 13 points on the board. In addition, there was another missed field goal by Cooper Garcia. So 4 forays into Riverside territory here in the first half. But it's just not been enough against this Riverside offense. Jackson straight ahead again. Hit the backfield, but manages to fall forward for a pickup of a couple. Second down and 8 coming up. Daggett and Snelling to the near side. Mallory and Flowers to the top of your screen. It's been an electric receiving core through 3 weeks for Ventura, but right now it's been advantage Riverside in the secondary through 30 minutes plus. See if Constantine can make a difference. Straight drop for Constantine. Good protection. Constantine still looking. Now he's got to tuck it and run, but he is hit for a loss of a couple. Constantine just nowhere to go with the football, and instead he just has to eat it. Hunter Huhuli able to move up and wrap him up. A loss of a couple brings it back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's a 3rd down and 10. Pirates facing a 3rd and long here on the opening drive of the third quarter. You saw a couple of scores from around the Northern Conference, in particular Canyons with a 3-point lead in the third quarter over Long Beach. Quick out to Mallory, but he's a little bit shy of the first down. Here comes a late flag as Mallory goes down out of bounds in front of the Riverside bench. It was Terrell Gillette who took him to the turf. Mallory was about a yard shy of the first down, and that is an awfully big penalty if it goes against Riverside here, because it takes away a 4th down and instead keeps this drive alive. Remember that moment potentially, but let's wait and see what the call is.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 34, 15 yards added to the end of the run.
Well, I thought it was Terrell Gillette, number 30, but they're saying it was number 34, Jonathan Spencer. So I want to make sure that we don't unfairly accuse somebody, as it were, but it was Spencer who picks up the personal foul call on the late hit on Mallory out of bounds. Either way, the Pirates will take it. The 15 yards takes them all the way to the Riverside 43, where it'll be 1st and 10. That is a big, big play. Instead of 4th and 1, it's 1st down Ventura, and they're still alive here on the opening drive. Jackson sweeping to the right around the end. He's got about 5 yards out to the 36-yard line. Call it 6. Well, you have to be impressed with Thomas Duckett, obviously. But I really like what I've seen so far from Gil Scott Jackson as well. Spelling Duckett last week and now this week, and he has all kinds of speed. The acceleration there is he's able to pick up 6 yards running off tackle. 2nd down and 4 from the 36. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Quick slant, it's Mallory, and he has the catch. This is what we saw a lot of last week from Mallory. He ended with, I want to say, I got to look it up here, but at least 8 catches. I think he had 10, but for about 60 yards. Or 70 yards. It was Mallory really working underneath against Orange Coast, just in a possession-type role. And he sits down there for a pickup of about 5 yards, but good enough to move the chains. Ventura has it at the Riverside 31. Clock continues to move here early in the 3rd. Sims in the slot on the near side. Constantine looking deep, going back. Leaping catch. Touchdown, Pirates!
Ventura.
Went right back to Kendrick Mallory.
Touchdown pass is complete to number 6. That's Kendrick Mallory.
And we should be able to get the replay here.
31-yard touchdown pass completion.
Constantine comes on, and as he's done pretty much from the outset this season, he immediately puts points on the board. As you see here, he pop flies looking for Mallory on the far side. Talked about Mallory's ability to go get those 50-50 balls. And he comes down with that one. And the Pirates take full advantage of the Riverside turnover, and they turn it into 7 points. It's back to a one-score game again, 28-20, here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. The Pirates take the opening drive, and they go 80 yards, capping it off Constantine to Mallory. The touchdown pass brings it back to an 8-point game. Fisher working across the field, and he is tripped up inside the 15. The Pirates, a big play on special teams, and Riverside will take over with very poor field position. They'll have it at their own 14-yard line, but it hasn't been a big problem so far.
14-yard line.
How about the star power of Kendrick Mallory?
Tigers.
Had 1 catch for 11 yards in the first half, and when your team is struggling, trailing by double digits heading into the 3rd quarter, look for your sophomore star. And they get Mallory with a couple of catches, including the big one for the touchdown. So a good adjustment in the locker room. Find Kendrick Mallory, and he delivers from Constantine. But let's see what the Tigers do. They've been very good offensively all night. Man in motion. It's a keeper for Viramontes, weaving his way forward. He leaps over a tackler. He's out to the 25. Viramontes still running out to the 40, where he's finally forced out of bounds. So Viramontes immediately changes the field position with a 26-yard run out to the 40. Trenton Carlson was finally able to force Viramontes out of bounds, but not before he rumbles for 26. So Viramontes approaching 100 again. High snap. It's a broken play. Viramontes able to just head up the middle and actually turns it into about a 6-yard gain. Good job by Viramontes. Well, the general thing to do when you see a broken play is usually the quarterback just has to run straight forward and get as much as he can on a truly broken play. And it must be a fortunate thing when your quarterback excels at that play to begin with. And Viramontes was able to just do what he does best, which is lower the shoulder and take off running straight up the middle. Picks up 6 yards, but a 5-yard penalty is going to back up Riverside. And instead of 2nd and 4, it'll now be 2nd down and 9. Earlier today, Fullerton moved to 4-0 with an emphatic win over Mount San Antonio College in the third quarter, I should say in the second quarter. Saddleback in a shootout with El Camino at Saddleback, and they're trailing by 2, 35-33. Meanwhile, Viramontes threw a big hole on the misdirection. The read option, and Viramontes all the way down inside the 10. The ball came out late. The Pirates are trying to claim they have it, and they do. So Viramontes with a 54-yard run, but at the tail end, he coughs it up. Let's see if we can get the tail end of that play, and we will. See here, it's just the read option that we've been seeing all night, but this time a big hole. Viramontes with all kinds of running room, but watch the end of the play as he's finally wrapped up, and that ball comes out, and the Pirates alertly jump on it. First turnover tonight. And the Pirates get the ball back.
Holding. Offense number 3. That penalty is declined. First down.
There was a holding call as well on Riverside. Obviously, that'll be declined. Ventura will take the ball. So Viramontes now way over 100 yards, but coughs it up at the 6-yard line. Ventura forces the first turnover for either team tonight. And 10:04 remaining in the third quarter. We've still got a long way to go, but Ventura now with the momentum fully on their side. A touchdown to start the third quarter on an 80-yard drive, and now they get it back. Constantine out there for drive number 2, spreads them out with 4 wide receivers. Gil Scott Jackson remains in the game in the backfield. Jackson running left, dragging tacklers out to about the 9-yard line. Call it the 10. It's a 4-yard run and a 2nd down and 6. Jared Thompson checking in. So Ventura will go a little bit bigger here on 2nd and 6, coming in with the tight end Thompson. Constantine with plenty of time on the play clock, down to 15 seconds. They send Thompson in motion. Here's the snap. Jackson off his right tackle, gained maybe a couple, call it 3. And now a big 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Pirates. Catch a massive break there, a big play forcing the turnover when it looked like Riverside was well on their way to punching it in again and going back up 2 scores. But now they need to take advantage. Put together a drive here and see if they can get all the way back into this one. Thompson in motion again. Jackson running left. He's in trouble. Hit behind the line. A loss of a couple. Back to the 12. The Tigers were all over that play. Devonair Crenshaw up from his safety spot, leading the charge, getting a little help on that play as well from Josiah Villamou. But it was a host of Tigers all over that play. And the Pirates, with a 3-and-out, will give it back, and the Tigers will get it with good field position. Sanchez from his own end zone. Here's the snap. Sanchez, plenty of time. A little hesitation now, gets one away. Achan lets that one bounce. The Pirates will down it at the 46. It's a 34-yard punt. No return. And Riverside will take over with a short field, leading it by 8. 28-20, 7:51 remaining in the third. You're watching Ventura College football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Offsetting penalties on the punt. So we end up with the result of the play. Riverside at the Ventura 46-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Viramontes in the pistol. Straight ahead, Walker hit at the line, tries to spin away, but he's going nowhere. Managed to gain a couple of yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 coming up. It's been Viramontes leading the rushing game for Riverside. A quartet of backs have seen action tonight, but nobody's really gotten a whole lot going from the running back spot against Ventura. But Viramontes, with about 100 yards in the third quarter alone, is now upwards of 160 yards rushing in the game. And he has really led the way, but he did have the big fumble on the last possession. 2nd down and 8. Viramontes looking right, guns it, completes it. This is going to be a touchdown for Riverside. Derek Williams with the reception, breaks the tackle, and takes it to the house. 44 yards. Take a look at the replay. And Williams, who hadn't had his number called tonight, able to make the spinning catch, and then a good job there breaking the tackle. And Riverside, just like that, able to answer. Here's the extra point. Up and good. Well, the story of this game continues. Ventura gets a little something going, but every time they do, Vic Viramontes and the Tiger offense able to respond. That time, Derek Williams, the 44-yard touchdown catch and run. And Riverside back out to a 15-point lead. Meanwhile, a personal foul on the extra point, so this will be assessed on the kickoff, and I'm going to make a bold prediction that Ventura will start their next drive from the 25-yard line. Garamay will end up teeing this one up at midfield. It's been just that kind of night for Riverside and Ventura. Just when you think Ventura might be able to get all the way back into it, give Riverside a lot of credit. They forced the 3-and-out, and then they turn it into 6 on the other side quickly. Viramontes finding Derek Williams, 35-20. And we're ready now for the kickoff. Sims waiting back deep, but Garavay should have no difficulty launching this one through the end zone. And there it goes. So the Pirates will start from the 25.
Well, they're going to be brought out to the 25-yard line. That's where the Ventura Pirates will take over. It'll be 1st down Ventura.
So Constantine remains at the controls for Ventura. Started the third quarter, led the Pirates on a scoring drive. To get him back within 8, it's now 15 again. Constantine, quick throw on the far side. Catch is made. Back to Mallory, 5 yards. Third catch for Mallory in the third quarter. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third. Starting to move a little bit more quickly. Second down and 5 quickly. The Pirates will overload the left side here as they work it from right to left in the third. Jackson remaining in the backfield. Haven't seen Duckett in the third quarter. It's been Gil Scott-Jackson getting the call. Jackson straight up the middle. Lowers the shoulder, and he stood up after a gain of about 3. And there comes a massive 3rd down and 2. Talked about the Pirates having some struggles on 3rd down offensively so far this season. And in the first half, they were 3 of 7. Of course, the big 3rd down on the first drive, they came up short, but via the penalty, they were able to get the first down on the personal foul call. So that was a big 3rd down pickup for them. And here's another one on 3rd down. Jackson threw a good hole. Boy, Jackson almost had major yardage there. He's dragged down at the 41. A gain of about 7. Good enough to move the chains, but Jackson was just that close to about 47. As it is, the Pirates pick up another first down. They'll have it at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a Pirate offensive lineman heading off the field. And that's Eduardo Lale heading off under his own power. And we're ready to go. Dual setbacks. Now they empty the backfield. They're setting up the bubble screen. Jackson can't quite find the handle. 2nd down and 10. Here comes Savion Sims. So Sims in the backfield with Jackson. Mallory again split out wide to the right. Constantine has been looking for Mallory quite a bit in the third. 2nd down and 10. Again, they send Sims in motion. Constantine rolls away from pressure, looking downfield. Guns it toward the first down marker. Mallory's got the catch for the first down. Right at the marker, about 10.5 yards on 2nd and 10. Mallory's starting to pile up the catches after he went for double digits last week. He's up to 5 now in the game, 4 here in the third. So the Pirates move the chains again. They've got it to the 48 of Riverside, 1st down and 10. Straight drop for Constantine. Continues to work it to Mallory. That time Spencer tried to jump the route, and he was just a little bit late. Mallory's got the catch. 9 yards on the play. 2nd down and less than a yard.
Bring up a 2nd and short for Ventura.
So 2nd and less than a yard for Ventura. Let's see how they elect to proceed here. Late in the third, Jackson to Constantine's right. Riverside showing blitz. They give it to Jackson, and he's swallowed up behind the line. No chance for Gil Scott-Jackson. A loss of about 3 on the play. Turns 2nd and 1 into 3rd and 4. Well, that play well diagnosed. Joey Word checks into the game in the backfield as Jackson heads to the sidelines after that play. Big 3rd down again for Ventura. They've improved on 3rd down tonight. up to 5 out of 10. Constantine pop flies looking for Mallory. He's got the catch. Mallory inside the 5. Down to the 2-yard line. Unbelievable catch from Kendrick Mallory. Want to quickly see if we can get to the replay. Spencer saves the play. Let's see if we can speed this up. Don't want to miss live action. Just catch Mallory at the end there. Reaching out for the fingertip grab. And we'll go back to live action very quickly. Down to the 2-yard line. Word in the backfield with Constantine. Play action. Quick throw. Tipped up in the air and incomplete. They were looking for Daggett on the quick in.
Bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal from the 2. Back and forth we go. Ventura just won't go away. But can they scale the mountain here and get back? They've got the offense going. First couple of scores were field goals, but since then, it's a couple of touchdowns, and now they're on the doorstep again. 2nd down from the 2. Constantine has the snap. Play action. Same play. Tipped up in the air again. There's a scrum. It looks like the Tigers have it, and they do. Interception, Riverside. Spencer has the interception, and perhaps that is fitting for the Tigers. And that young man, he's been locked up with Kendrick Mallory for a lot of this 3rd quarter. And Mallory has really gotten the better of it, as Spencer's had to work one-on-one out there. But Spencer gets the last word on that drive with the interception in the end zone. Ventura went back to the same play looking for Daggett on a quick in. And the ball was tipped up in the air. Spencer came off and made the pick. Each team now with a turnover in the 3rd quarter. And they've both been huge. They've come inside the opponent's 10-yard line. Viramontes on the keeper, trying to work back to his left. Wants the corner, and he's finally forced out of bounds. Watson forces him out of bounds after a gain of about 6. Spotted at the 26, 2nd down and 4. Viramontes working from the pistol. Straight ahead. Clifford Sims able to move the pile out near the 1st down marker, and it looks like he's got it. They haven't moved the chains yet. No. Boy, this is close. That is 3rd and inches. Nope, they're going to say he got it. So Sims gets it by the nose of the football, and it's 1st and 10 from the 30. Viramontes on the keeper, slips a tackle at the 30. Out past the 40 to the 46-yard line. Call it the 47. 17 yards for Vic Viramontes as he's able to get into the Ventura secondary again. So Viramontes really starting to pile up the yardage. Tigers on the move, out to their own 47, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Allen hard running out to the Ventura 45-yard line. That's an 8-yard run. Sets up a 2nd down and 2. Josh Allen
Ball taken by number 20, Josh Allen.
Gets the carry and
He's on an 8-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 2.
Sets up the Tigers on a 2nd down and short from the Ventura 45-yard line. Are the Pirates starting to get worn down defensively by Vic Viramontes? Viramontes on the keeper on the left side, slips down, but does appear to just have the 1st down. It'll come down to the spot, and it looks like he's got it by about a half a yard. So Viramontes gets about 3 yards on a 2nd and 2. Fresh set of downs for Riverside at the 42-yard line of Ventura. Heading toward the end of the 3rd quarter. Pirates need something fairly dramatic here. You have the distinct feeling that as good as their offense is, they can't afford to go down more than 20 with only 1 quarter to go. They need to stop this drive. Viramontes, good protection. Looking right, now back left. Goes deep down the left side. Catch is made. And a Riverside touchdown. 42 yards. There is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense number 75.
And it's going to go against Riverside. So take the points off the board. It was great protection again that allowed Viramontes all kinds of time. Eventually he found Fisher on the far side, but the holding call brings it back. And for the moment, the Pirates stay alive in this one. That might have been nail number one in the coffin tonight if that had gone in. Instead, they'll back it up to the 48-yard line where it'll be 1st and 20. Bunch formation, receivers left and right. Viramontes pump fakes, under pressure, tries to dump it short, and it's incomplete. Wanted Wimbish on the screen. So second down and 20. Well, we've seen some big penalties tonight, and they've come at big times, but none bigger than that. That holding call takes 6 off the board. Now the Pirates need to take advantage here with under a minute to go in the third and get off the field and give their offense a chance. Wimbish remains in the game behind Viramontes. Viramontes, that one's on the ground. Viramontes trying to get it back, and he does.
Recovered there by Viramontes.
So the Tigers botched the exchange there. And the ball on the ground, but Viramontes able to pounce on it. It amounts to no gain, and a 3rd and 20 coming up. Well, ordinarily, this would be a huge situation for Ventura defensively, but it's still a little bit of nervous time the way that Viramontes has been able to throw the ball downfield. 4-man rush. Viramontes with time, guns it on the far side, completes the pass, but it's short of the first down. Murphy with the reception to the Ventura 38-yard line, 14 yards, sets up a 4th down and 6. Interesting to see what the call is here. Obviously, the field goal is out as the third quarter comes to a close. Might the Tigers consider going for it from the Ventura 38? We'll find out when we return for the fourth quarter. You're watching Ventura College Football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter from Wheelock Stadium on the campus of Riverside City College. SCFA football on SoCalCollegeSports.com on the VC Sports Network. Riverside is 1 for 1 on 4th down tonight, and they'll go for it again here from the Ventura 38. 3 wide receivers to the right. Viramontes under pressure, flushed from the pocket, looking deep, has a man, catch is made, touchdown, Tigers. Cam Sutton again. Touchdown catch number 2 for Cam Sutton. It's a 38-yard touchdown pass, Viramontes to Cam Sutton. See Viramontes under pressure, but Sutton works his way free and in for the touchdown. And that one's going to count. No flags saving the Pirates on that occasion. It is now 42-20. Riverside steps out to their largest lead of the night at 22 early in the fourth on the VC Sports Network. Garibay ready. Sims waiting back deep. And this will be Sims from the 5. Out to the 15. Back to his left. Down the far side. He's out to the 30 where he's forced out of bounds. So Savion Sims with a 25-yard return. Call it 26. Ventura will go to work at the 31-yard line. For Pirate fans, it's a tough assignment tonight going to Riverside. It doesn't get a whole lot easier. Next week, Ventura returns at home against Saddleback. Saddleback getting all they can handle from El Camino tonight. We'll check that score in a little bit for you. But that was a close one in the first half. But the Gauchos, another tough assignment. Meanwhile, for Riverside, they return next week. They'll be at Cerritos. Straight drop for Constantine. He has time. Guns it on the far side. Catch is made. It's a juggling catch by Mallory. Out to the 46-yard line. 23 yards. Constantine to Mallory. It was all Thomas Duckett in the first half. And for Ventura, at least offensively here in the second half, it's been all Kendrick Mallory from Constantine.
23-yard gain on the play.
Pirates have it quickly in Tiger territory. Constantine looking left again. Pitch and catch with Kendrick Mallory down to the 34-yard line. 12-yard reception. So back-to-back receptions by Kendrick Mallory has it to the Riverside 34, 1st and 10. Jackson in the backfield with Constantine. Play action. Constantine looking left, now dumps it short. Jackson's got it. He's down to the 25. Finally ridden out of bounds near the 20. 14 yards for Gil Scott Jackson. Well, Pirates quickly matriculating the ball down the field. Have it to the Riverside 20. Still a lot of time. But the question is, can they stop the Tiger offense? Constantine on a designed roll, looking downfield. Tries to dump it short, and it's broken up by Crenshaw. He was looking for Daggett. Daggett wants a call, but he's not going to get it. It was very tight coverage, I would say, by Crenshaw. I think that's what I would say about that one, but no flag forthcoming. Joey Word back in the backfield. And you might start to think that maybe Duckett being held out here in the second half. Of course, we don't want to speculate on his availability, but we haven't seen him in the third quarter after an enormous first half. Word cuts it back down to the 15. He's still on his feet, and he's whipped down at about the 10-yard line. In fact, it looks like he's got enough for a first down, and he does. They'll spot it right at the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal at the Riverside 10-yard line. Well, where's Kendrick Mallory? You got to believe his number is going to be called here at some point. He's solo to the left, matching up with Jonathan Spencer. Keep an eye on him at the top of your screen. 3 wide receivers, meanwhile, bunched to the right. Constantine has the snap. looking for Mallory. Now he rolls to his right. He's under pressure. Constantine running for his life, tries to get away, and instead he's tripped up. Back at the 23-yard line, Devin Charles with a big sack for Riverside.
On the play for Riverside.
Well, Constantine, nowhere to go with the football, and he tried to keep that play alive a little too long. And Charles gets a hand in there, trips him up. That is a big loss back to the 23-yard line. And at this point, you have to imagine that field goals do the Pirates next to no good. So despite having 2nd and 23, this might be 4-down territory by this point. Constantine with receivers left and right. Good protection, looking left, dumps it for Daggett. Daggett's at the 15, down to the 10, racing for the pylon, in for the touchdown. Tony Daggett, a 23-yard touchdown reception.
Tony Daggett for the touchdown.
Asked about Tony Daggett in our conversation with Coach Steve Mushagian this week. First thing he said, dangerous after the catch. And that is Tony Daggett 101 right there as they dump it short. See if we can back. I think we're just going to, we missed that one, unfortunately. Our apologies. But either way, Daggett puts 6 on the board.
The kick is good with 12:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point from Garcia is up and good.
The Ventura Pirates.
Ventura back within 15, 42-27. Hold on. Not over yet with 12:09 remaining, a lot of time. But the Tigers heading back on offense when we return here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Back to Riverside City College, SCFA football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. 42-27. Ventura back within 15. But they need a couple of stops if they're going to pull off the fourth quarter miracle. Garcia ready, Marshall and Fisher waiting back deep. Here's the approach. High kick. Marshall from the 5, out to the 15. And he is ripped down there. And check that. That was not Marshall on the return. Instead, it was Kempson Pierce getting the return, and he gets about 10 yards before he is taken down. And the Pirates continue the outstanding kick coverage, especially here in the second half. It's the second time they have forced a short return, as it was Elijah Matthews able to catch up with Pierce and ride him to the turf. They'll start at the 16, but Riverside, long field or short field, they haven't had a whole lot of problems. 42 on the board. We have a delay here. What happened here, Art? Okay, clock issue. So they'll sort that out. And while they do, let's update you. They're at the half. Saddleback leading El Camino 41-35. Is it basketball season or what?
Thank you.
Not a big surprise, though. High-octane offenses, to be sure, especially Saddleback. We'll see them next week. Back to football here. Walker sweeping to the far side, cuts it back. He's out to the 25, has first down yardage and more, out to the 35-yard line. 19 yards for Malik Walker. Did I see a late flag? I did. come in. The football's at the 30. A little excited about Malik Walker. A 14-yard run, but hold everything. Let's see if this is coming back. Of course, we have our other two games here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Antelope Valley hosting College of the Desert, as well as College of the Canyons taking on Long Beach City in a game that should be of interest to at least some who are joining us here. Canyons, a Northern Conference rival of Ventura, and Long Beach, a Central Conference rival of Riverside City College, and two teams that figure to be in the postseason picture before it's all said and done this season. So that's a big game. You can find all of our games at our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, or at our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Walker, straight up the middle, takes a big hit at the 26-yard line, I should say, right near the first down marker. This will come down to the spot. It looks like he's got it. So Walker able to get the first down. And Riverside with a fresh set of downs from their own 26. Walker gets the call again through the line. And a pickup of about 5.
Number 43 is Ventura Keegan Romo on the stop. Gain of 5 on the play. Bring a 2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
Antonio, I should say, Burris eventually on the stop after the 5-yard run by Walker. Riverside going to try and slow it down some as the Pirate defense tries to get off the field, trailing by 15. Viramontes on the keeper, cuts it back. He's near the first down marker, falls forward. He's got it. 6 more yards for Vic Viramontes.
Tiger, first down.
So Viramontes moves the chains once again. Riverside has it at their own 38, first down and 10. This is Wimbish. Breaks a couple of tackles at the line. Picks up a couple of yards. And that's Eric Malesio on the carry. As the Tigers continue to shuffle the running backs in and out. It's been quite a few. But it's hardly mattered who's been in the backfield with Vic Viramontes, because Vic Viramontes has mattered. Josh Allen returns. Big hit, but it's Viramontes on the keeper, accelerating into the secondary. He's into Ventura territory, down to the 35-yard line. Josh Allen got lit up on the fake, but it was Viramontes that still had the ball. Another huge gain for Viramontes, takes it all the way down to the Ventura 35-yard line. And Riverside on the move again as the Pirates continue to search for an answer to Vic Viramontes. That's why I didn't come up with any trivia tonight, Art, because the question was Vic Viramontes. That's what we need an answer for. Allen into the line. And he is wrapped up, forced back. It'll come down to the spot. At best, it was no gain for Riverside. Gerald Taylor leading the charge for Ventura. So a 4-yard loss for Allen brings it back. They have it down. I believe it's second down and 14. I don't know if I lost it down. Yeah, second down and 14. Allen remains in the game in the backfield. Receivers left and right on 2nd and 14. Blitz coming. Viramontes able to get away from Carlson. Now just guns it on the far side, and it's incomplete. Carlson that close to a sack of about 15 yards. But Viramontes looked a little like Ben Roethlisberger on that one, I think. Just took the hit head on from Carlson, but able to just kind of peel him off of there and stay on his feet and then get rid of the football and save the Tigers about 10 to 15 yards. Nonetheless, it's 3rd and 14, so an opportunity for the Pirates to get off the field here. Viramontes, 4-man rush. Pocket collapsing. Viramontes wants to run. circles to his right, and he's finally forced out of bounds. And this, again, sets up a situation where we will likely see the Tigers go for it on 4th down. Viramante is able to pick his way forward down to the 31-yard line of Ventura, where it will be 4th down and 6. 4th down and potentially the ball game here for Ventura. They need to get off the field here. 8-18 and counting remaining in the game, and instead here comes Garibay and the punting unit for Riverside, or maybe a field goal. It's at the 31. This would be a 48, call it a 49-yard attempt. Garibay's long in his one attempt this season was 28 yards.
Timeout.
He's shown a pretty strong leg on the kickoff, so I suspect he can reach from here. But this is an awfully long field goal, an interesting call for Coach Tom Kraft and the Riverside coaching staff on 4th down and 6, maybe even 4th down and 7. We'll step aside with the timeout on the field. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. All right, we're back. Garibay from 49 yards out. This will come from the right hash. Movement on the left side of that Riverside offensive line. Pirates come pouring through. Let's see if they were drawn off. And it's false start. Well, that'll certainly change the equation, as it now becomes a 54-yard field goal. And instead now we'll almost certainly see the punting unit. That will mean that John Garibay will stay. Both the kicker and the punter for Riverside. So Garibay will set up at midfield. Pacheco waits at the 10-yard line for the punt from Garibay. High kick. Pacheco's going to let this one bounce. Bounces inside the 10. It's down at about the 5 or 6 yard line. Let's see, they'll spot it at the 5. Great job by Garibay, pinning Ventura back at their own 5-yard line, and that's where they will go to work. Trailing this one 42-27. Late third quarter score. College of the Canyons up 3. 38-35, back and forth they go in that one. And, of course, that one available for you on SoCal College Sports 1 on our YouTube channel. So Ventura will start from the 5. Constantine from his own goal line. Rolling right, under pressure. Heaves this one out of play. Flowers was in the area, but the blitz from Riverside, very effective. Constantine really running for his life. So 2nd down and 10 coming up. Ventura pinned deep in their own territory. As Constantine looks for the play, he's got receivers left and right. Looking left, throws over the middle. That's where you would expect to see Tony Daggett. No signal yet on whether or not that one's caught. It's Flowers was the intended target, and he's got it at the 9. 4-yard gain for Sam Flowers, and it's 3rd down and 6. Pirates have switched things up a little bit. Now it's Kezio Snelling. Wide to the right, solo. Mallory's still in the game, but they have 3 wide receivers to the left as they work it from left to right. Mallory at the top of your screen. Here's the 3rd and 6 play. Constantine steps up, but he's going to be sacked back inside the 5-yard line. Nowhere to go with the football, and the pocket collapsing. Constantine just has to eat it. Back at the original line of scrimmage. 5 yards. The loss on the play, back to the 5. And now Steve Sanchez will have to punt from the shadow of his own goalpost. That's a great response by the Riverside defense. Special teams pinning Ventura deep in their own territory, and the defense comes out and does the job with a quick 3 and out, and now they'll get it back in outstanding field position. They're closing in here, leading it by 15. It's been a valiant effort by Ventura, continuing to fight in this one, but they just have not been able to get over the hump. Short kick, Achan with the fair catch inside the Ventura 35 at the 32, 33-yard line. That's a punt of just 28 yards, no return, and Riverside with outstanding field position. And the Pirates are going to need a massive play here, something to really turn this game on this defensive possession. They can ill afford to give up any points. Even a field goal makes it a 3-score game with 6:23 remaining in the ballgame. Viramontes has had a monster game running and throwing the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Wimbish with a little room on the right side inside the 25-yard line before he's finally brought down near the first down marker. Steven Nolasco able to wrap up Wimbish after a run of about 10 yards. In fact, exactly 10 yards. Down to the 23-yard line. They'll slow it down as the clock continues to move. Viramontes will work from the pistol. Receivers left and right. Back to Wimbish, running up the middle. He absorbs a big hit at the 19. A gain of about 4 yards. Sets up 2nd down and 6. 4 touchdown passes tonight. If memory serves, might be 5. Did I miss one? I believe he had 5 touchdown passes. Did Viramontes tonight. Spins out of a tackle in the backfield here, running left, but he's cut down. Gain of maybe about a yard on the play, but more evidence of just how hard Viramontes is to bring down. If he's not just simply pulling you off of him, he's leapfrogging you. But either way, Viramontes is a load. 3rd down and 4 coming up. We have a player down. Pirate player being helped to his feet. That was Jesse Lemonaire. And Lemonaire heading to the sidelines under his own power. So 3rd down and 4 from the Ventura 17-yard line. Riverside trying to nail this one down. Eric Malesio returns in the backfield with Viramontes from the shotgun. Looking right, pop flies into the end zone. Juggling catch. No call yet. No, incomplete. So the officials wanted to confer on that one. Tenarius Achan, the intended target, locked up with Nolasco on the coverage. And Achan just couldn't quite bring it down. So the incompletion will bring on Garibay. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Garibay is just 1 for 1 on the season. Under 5 minutes to go. Here's the snap. Placement down. Kick is up. On the way, and that one is wide right. So Garibay misfires from 35. It's still a 2-score game with under 5 minutes to go if the Pirates can make something happen very quickly. For their part, Ventura does have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Ball started on the 25-yard line. Corrected on the 20-yard line.
Going to keep it here as Ventura comes out. They'll start from the 20. Constantine with receivers left and right. Jackson, who's seen all the action in the backfield at running back, in the game as well. Constantine feeling the pressure, tries to tuck it and run. Manages to get about 3 yards before he's wrapped up. Second down and 7. And so often make the point that I'm always impressed when I come here is Hunter Huhuli eventually wrapped up Constantine. You have to give a lot of credit to the Riverside secondary. A lot of these are coverage sacks, coverage runs, as the quarterback really just has no place to go with the ball. Here's Constantine again. Looking, nowhere to really go. Now has to step back and does fire and complete. That's just a great effort as Flowers comes down with it at the 42-yard line. Constantine looking left, looking over the middle, nowhere to go, scrambles around, and eventually Flowers breaks free. But Constantine's got to keep that play alive for about 5 or 6 seconds before Flowers is able to break free and make the catch at the 42. Tremendous job by Ventura, especially Constantine. Another catch is made. This is a big gainer. Mallory into Riverside territory, down to the 15-yard line.
To about the 20-yard line, inside the 20, where it'll be a Ventura first down.
So the ball all the way down to the Riverside 15-yard line. And look here, if Ventura can get it in, we're talking about a one-score game. Still 3:34 and counting. Not over yet. 3 wide receivers to the right. Constantine looking right. Rolls. Fires in the flat. Completes the pass. Down to the 10. It's Snelling with second effort. He's down to the 5-yard line. So Kezio Snelling near the first down marker.
First and goal, Ventura.
Boy, the Pirates found themselves down 27-0 in week 2 after multiple turnovers in the first quarter and just never gave up against Mount San Antonio College, fighting all the way back to get back in the game in the third quarter before eventually falling in that game. And here it's a similar kind of effort. Just won't give up. Constantine looking left, back of the end zone, overthrown, looking for Flowers. Second down and goal from the 5.
Brings up a second and goal for Ventura.
Pirates have been battling uphill all night. And every time they get themselves within range, Riverside's had an answer. And here they come, maybe one more time. Second and goal from the 5. Receivers left and right. Mallory split out wide to the right at the bottom of your screen. Constantine looking left. Good protection, continuing to scan. Nowhere to go. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown. Snelling with the reception. 5 yards. Constantine to Kezio Snelling. 42-33. Here comes Cooper Garcia to add the extra point. Well, I've got Cooper Garcia with the extra point already on here. I can't jinx it. Not for the Pirates. I can't be responsible for that. Garcia on for the extra point. Here's the snap. Placement down. Good job on a high snap. Garcia puts it through. Hold everything. 2:54 remaining. Back to a one-score game. 42-34 on the VC Sports Network. 2:54 remaining. Cooper Garcia will tee this one up. One Tiger waiting back deep. Here's Garcia with the approach, and he'll kick this one deep. So with 3 timeouts, Ventura is going to elect to put the faith in their defense here to see if they can get the stop. Meanwhile, Pierce on the return manages to get out past the 20. They finally force him out of bounds at the 24-yard line. With 3 timeouts, the Pirates want to see if they can force a 3 and out, give their offense one more chance. What a night of football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Remind you, they head to the 4th, Canyons and Long Beach, 38-35. It's a 3-point game there between two teams eyeing possible postseason participation this season. And Antelope Valley taking on College of the Desert in another good matchup. All 3 games for you on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Keeping an eye on some of the scores from around the north. Bakersfield in the 4th, all over LA Harbor, 41-6. Saw Canyons leading. Moore Park has come back against Palomar after trailing early, and they lead that one by 3. Malik Walker in the backfield with Viramontes, but Viramontes, the man you've got to watch here for Riverside, has the snap. Walker over his right guard, dragging a tackler. Eric Kroll trying to wrap him up, but good hard running from Walker. 7 yards on first down and a 2nd down and 3. And that's not what you want to see if you're Ventura trying to get off the field on a quick 3 and out. Meanwhile, a Tiger player is down, so the clock will stop while they take a look at an injured Riverside Tiger, I should say. Let's take a brief injury timeout here on SoCalCollegeSports.com on the VC Sports Network. Second down and 3 from the Riverside 36-yard line. And they will wind the clock as Viramontes brings the Tigers to the line. Walker in the backfield to his right. Viramontes has the snap on the keeper, over his right guard, lowers the shoulder. He's near the first down marker, and now with second effort, he's got the first down out to the 44-yard line. That's the strength of Vic Viramontes. He's hit about a half a yard shy of the first down marker, manages to push that pile for about 5 yards. Riverside has the first down. They'll stop the clock to move the chains, but Ventura needs to get off the field. Meanwhile, Viramontes trying to finish it off himself. Okay, so Viramontes not out there as he lost his helmet. So this is Travis Johnson making his first appearance. Sophomore quarterback, and it is. Gives to Walker straight up the middle. Trenton Carlson, Eric Kroll waiting. No gain on the play. Timeout taken by Ventura. Second down and 10 upcoming as the Pirates take their first charge timeout. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. second down and 10. Viramontes returns at quarterback, alone in the backfield. Nearly mishandled the snap on the keeper. Falls forward, a gain of maybe a yard. Ventura quickly takes another timeout, 3rd down and 9 from the 45. Can Ventura force the punt here and give themselves one more chance, trailing by 8, 42-34 on the VC Sports Network. Here's your ball game. 3rd and 8. Riverside going to spread it out with 4 wide receivers. Clifford Sims returns in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Johnson looking right, going deep, just overthrown. Murphy, the intended target, as Johnson takes a shot down the field. So the Pirates will get it back. 1:33 remaining. They have 1 timeout. So that's the good news. The bad news is, barring a pretty good return here, they will not have outstanding field position, as Garibay will punt this one from the 46-yard line for Riverside. Good snap. Garibay with plenty of time. End-over-end kick. Going to take a bounce, and it takes a Ventura bounce. It's quickly down inside the 30. It'll be spotted at the 24-yard line. And the Pirates need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to force overtime. So we do have a hello for number 78 on Riverside, Samadi Tiatia. A hello from Utah, from Charlie Tiatia. Always love the shout-outs from all over the world. God love the internet. This one thrown a little bit behind the receiver, incomplete. Looking for Flowers. So Constantine misfires, 2nd down and 10 coming up. Well, the Pirates been battling from behind all night, but it's been another gritty effort. But can they complete the task? Allen showing blitz. Now he backs off. Here they come. Constantine with time finds Daggett on the crossing route. Daggett picks up a block. He's out past the 35. He's got the 1st down. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 14-yard pickup. Tony Daggett on the reception. 1:16 remaining. Pirates still have 1 timeout remaining. Constantine rolling right. Still looking downfield. He's got to step out of bounds. Got maybe a yard or 2. Allen forcing him out of bounds. 2nd down and 9.
38-yard line will be. We got a 2nd and 10 for Ventura.
Pirates back to the line. Receivers left and right on 2nd down and 10. Another blitz coming. They go back to Daggett. chased by Crenshaw, and he's ridden down after a gain of about 3 yards. That's a terrific play by Devonair Crenshaw. Locked up one-on-one with Daggett. Now the Pirates have to hurry. Under a minute to go. 3rd down and about 7. Quick snap. Constantine looking over the middle. Finds Daggett for the first down into Riverside territory at the 47-yard line. Daggett working over the middle. But the Pirates able to buy themselves some time while they move the chains. 44 seconds. Now they'll wind the clock. Got to hurry if you're Ventura. Under 40 seconds. Get it snapped. There it is. Rolls right. Constantine looking back left. Guns the far sideline. Completes it to Caldwell at the 35-yard line. Again, that will stop the clock while they move the chains. Constantine trying to lead the frantic comeback. It was 42-20 early in the 4th. Constantine able to get the quick spike, 27 seconds. And Ventura does have one timeout still remaining. Daggett, along with Mallory and Caldwell, split out to the bottom of your screen. Sam Flowers solo at the top. Mallory's had the huge second half. Another blitz coming. Constantine steps up and he runs into a Tiger tackler. The ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Looks like the Tigers do. They do. Constantine trying to evade pressure, but he ran right into a waiting Tiger tackler. I believe it was Jarrell Knight. And Constantine trying to get out of the pocket, but Knight waiting right there, delivers the hit, the ball on the turf. That'll do it. Riverside now can come out in victory formation and salt this one away, 42-34. And for the Pirates, they're going to have to settle for a moral victory of sorts that is no doubt going to feel quite hollow on the trip back home tonight. This is a Pirate team that's obviously one of the contenders at the very top of the SCFA, but they have a very tough early season schedule. They weren't able to get the win against Mount San Antonio College, not doing themselves any favors in that game, committing 6 turnovers. Tonight, I think it's fair to say it was a lot cleaner effort. Just a couple of turnovers, just this last one here on this final drive. Played on more even terms with Riverside, but I think you have to give the Tigers an awful lot of credit, especially the way they threw the football. Vic Viramontes, just a sensational effort tonight, throwing the ball and running the ball. This was, college Vince Young type stuff, I think, from Vic Viramontes. Just a beast out there, and the Pirates, for their part, just never really had an answer, but they certainly fought their hearts out tonight, but they're going to come up a little bit short, and that's unfortunate for the Pirates, who will fall to 2-2 on the season. For Riverside, they continue undefeated, 4-0 with the victory here tonight. They survived last week, a scare at Bakersfield, another very good team, a great win on the road, and now they come back at home, and they endure a very stern challenge from one of the top teams in the SCFA, and they will emerge with the 42-34 victory here tonight. We'll come back, wrap things up here from Wheelock Stadium. You're watching Ventura College football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Final score 42-34, Riverside over Ventura with the victory. Riverside moves to 4-0 on the season, outlasting Ventura here tonight. The Pirates, for their part, fall to 2-2. Two impressive wins, and then, of course, the two heartbreaking losses, this one by 8 points, and then to Mount Sac back in week 2. But very brutal early season schedule for Ventura. Continue to do the best they can here with a record of 2-2. They'll return next week against Saddleback, another Stern Challenge. That'll be at home. We'll have it for you here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Want to just see if we can bring over a few more scores for you. See there the final score, Bakersfield over LA Harbor, 47-6. So the Gades get back on the winning side. And, of course, let's remind everybody we've got a couple of games. One game going on in Moore Park, 34-31. They're in the fourth quarter. The Raiders trying to pull the win at home tonight against Palomar. Another score in the north very quickly, this one on SoCalCollegeSports.com. They are late in the third, moving to the fourth. Canyons on top of Long Beach, 38-35. You can watch that one live. Let's update that very quickly. 45-35 the score now as they head to the fourth. See how quickly I can update that here with the software. So Canyons with the 10-point lead, and that one in the fourth quarter. And now we have word that Long Beach has pulled within 3 at 45-42. So step over. Check that one out. Fantastic game going down to the wire there. Canyons and Long Beach here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Once again, the final score here tonight, 42-34, your final score. Want to thank some people along the way, of course, my broadcast partners and buddies, Matt Henson, Mike Cepeda, for helping to produce this broadcast as well tonight. Art Gilbreth on camera for Ventura, of course, always appreciate all the help that we get from Art. Will Cowan, of course, at Ventura College for making this all possible. Special thanks to Steve Mushegi and the coach at Ventura College for his continued help, of course, with the broadcast here on the VC Sports Network, and we enjoy talking to him every week. For those that might be interested, Vic Viramontes, the final numbers, 13 of 21, 284 yards, 5 touchdowns, 21 carries for 224 yards on the ground. It did really honestly make you think of a Vince Young type of performance. Just incredible domination of the game, and you have to give him all the credit. Really able to outlast Ventura. Game effort from the Pirates, but they fall short. Final score, once again, 42-34. For everybody involved with SoCalCollegeSports.com, I am Jeff Stoyanov. So long, everybody.